Hey y'all, how you doing today? Dana here, and I'm doing a throw together pantry meal. I should say pantry and freezer meal because I'm using stuff out of my pantry and out of my freezer to make me a good, comforting meal today. And I'll tell you what I've got. Y'all ready? I'm gonna take a can of New England chowder and I'm gonna embellish it a lot and turn it into something wonderful. So don't be afraid to make your own meals up as you go. This is what I do quite often. I like doing this, and you use your cooking skills to make a good meal for your family, and they never know you started out with New England chowder in a can. So I'm going to tell you, the first thing I got to do is I'm going to show you a few of the things I'm going to do. First of all, I'm going to melt some butter in my pan. This is on medium heat. Get that going. And then I'm going to heat some butter in this, get this going. This is about two and a half tablespoons because I want the base of this to be butter. I'm basing this kind of on my chowder that I make. And the next thing I'm going to do is cut up some things and get them to going in. Now, I've got a couple of potatoes that need to be used, and I have got a pepper that needs to be used. So that's what I'm going to do right now. What I'm going to do now is pull out my trusty Ulu and get this going. Ooh-wee. What are y'all doing today? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm putting up Thanksgiving stuff and pulling out Christmas stuff. So I need something that's comforting and easy to eat and that'll hold in a warm pan. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my pepper, get it chopped up over here, because I love pepper. Now look, if you don't put it in there. This is your creation. You can create what you want to. But I love doing this, and it, pulls stuff out of my pantry, my refrigerator, and I use it, and we get a really good meal out of it. So let me just show y'all what I'm doing on this. Get these chopped up. Don't you love the smell of peppers? I do. I sure do. But anyway, do y'all like my hoodie? Now, y'all know I'm not one to wear hoodies, but I was over with the y'all guys, the y'all sweet tea guys, and they said, here, we got something for you, Miss Dana. And I said, oh, okay, what is it? And they said, it's a hoodie. Well, y'all know hoodies are real popular, and I just want to show y'all, this is the softest hoodie, and I love it. It's got pockets. It's really comfortable. I came home and put it right on, and I wore it all evening. It's cold here in Alabama right now. It was in the low 30s this morning. So I'm just enjoying it. I'm enjoying it, and it's comfortable and easy to wear as I'm moving stuff around in the house and all that type stuff. So I'm enjoying it. And you know what I like about it? It's got this heart. I'm going to pull another shirt out to show you what's on it. They sent me this too, which is a yellow t-shirt, and it's got the same thing on it. And if you look, it has stuff like eggs, measuring cups, of course the word y'all, and I say that all the time. And y'all know my book. I've got two books, Time to Eat Y'all and Happiness is Homemade, y'all. And anyway, rolling pins, salt, butter, sugar, eggs, all that's on here. I just love. It suits me to a T. All right, let me get on with my cooking. All right, now I've got that butter melting, if y'all can see that. And I'm just going to push this right in and let it get to going. Y'all, I just do all kind of stuff to keep my food interesting, and this is one of them. Now let me peel a few of these potatoes. David's out working outside, and when he comes in for lunch and I'm working inside, we'll have a nice chowder that he won't even know started with some canned soup. Because I'm going to jazz it up. I love doing stuff like this. All right, let me get this cut. My potatoes. Cut them in little chunks. You don't want them overwhelming. You just want them in little chunks. And you're starting them out in butter, so what's not to love about that? And I don't know how many I want in there. I'll just put a few. I may just put 2, I may put 3, depending. And see, what starts as a little can ends up being a big pot of soup, and we'll have this all day. All day long. And I'm going to tell y'all, y'all know this, I have antique cookbooks, or should I say vintage cookbooks, and I read them. And a lot of times when you're reading them, you know, you find out what they're cooking back in the day and how they cooked it. And I know something that always, at first it surprised me, but it doesn't now since I've used it. They will use canned oysters, and I'm going to use some today. These are smoked oysters right here. You can get them over there where the tuna fish is. And I'm going to tell y'all something. These are really delicious, these smoked oysters. We're going to put those right at the end. So it's going to be like an oyster chowder when I get through with it. And I never would have thought that they would use that, but they did. I mean, I've got stuff from the 20s and the 30s, and they all have recipes where they use the canned oysters. Now, I love fresh oysters, but y'all know I don't have any right now, so we're doing that. And I keep these as a staple in my pantry. So whenever I decide I want oysters, I can make me something out of them. All right, so I've got that going. I'm going to turn it up just a smidge. Get my spoon out and stir it up a little. I think we're going to have to get that going a little bit more. And let me get some salt and pepper. And I love, like I said, I love just getting in the kitchen and doing stuff like this and throwing something yummy together. Makes me so happy. And I'm just glad if you want to share it with me. Put a little salt on that. Now, if you like onions, this is where you add them. And y'all know my husband doesn't do well with onions. So, and a lot of people in his family can't do onions. So, anyway, it is what it is. And you know, any kind of white soup like a chowder does really good with pepper. So, I loaded it up. All right. The next thing I'm going to do is pull out some of these other veggies to go in there. These are stir-fry vegetables. Stir-fry vegetables right here, and I'm just going to drop a few in, and then drop a few in, and then I'm going to fold it back up, and I'm going to clip it with my trusty clothespin and stick it back in the freezer. Do y'all close your stuff up with clothespins? I know, I do all the time. What do you use? Okay, tell me down below. Put that back in the freezer. And y'all, I just got to tell you, I like corn in mine too. So I'm going to cut some corn open. And I always keep extra packs of corn. And I won't use the whole thing. I'll just use like half a cup. Yeah, about half a cup right there. There we go. And then I'm going to get my trusty clothespin and close it up again. All right, going back in the freezer for another recipe. I had a great Thanksgiving, and I hope all of y'all did. But y'all know how it is. As soon as everybody goes home, you're like, ooh, let's do something with leftovers, and then we do something and get all that done. And then we got to start on putting our decorations up and getting out our Christmas stuff. So that's what I've started doing. I'll show you one Christmas thing that's right near me. Hold on. Y'all see my beautiful reindeer here. I love these. I have two of them that were a present to me, and these go on top of my mantle. So I got these out yesterday and got them all spiffed up. And I also have these wooden Christmas trees that I put out beside my stove. Sometimes I put them on the mantle, sometimes beside my stove. Depends on my mood. But I do want to show you, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a little video and show you my ceramic Christmas trees. I love ceramic Christmas trees. You know, when I was a little girl, they were a big to-do. And my grandmother, Nanny Swan, she actually made ceramics. And I have a lot of things that she's made me through the years. And one of the things, when I got married, was a ceramic Christmas tree. So I had the one, and then when I got older, I'm like, I'm going to make these myself. So I made me a few of those. I'll show them to you in just a minute. I always put them in my kitchen. Let's let those rock and roll, and I'm going to show you that stuff. Y'all know something inside me says I got to have some cayenne pepper. So y'all hang on and let me go get the cayenne pepper. You know what? Let me use the Tony Catchers Cheshires. I know I say this wrong because I'm from Alabama. I'm not from New Orleans. But Tony's Creole seasoning. I'm just going to drop some in here right now. We're going to season this up. And I guess I've put a teaspoon. Oh my, y'all, that smells so good. See what I do when I'm doing this? I pull stuff out and I set it to the side and I think, what do I want in it? What is the flavor? Woohoo! What is the flavor profile I want? All right. The pepper got me. All right, I'm going to take you over there and show you my Christmas out of the way. See my trees on either side of my, yeah. Now let me show you up here my ceramic Christmas trees. My very first one that I've had since we got married is this one. So I've been married 42 years, so I've had it a long time. And then these Christmas trees I painted with different friends and family. And then I have it on a thing of snow, and I just love it. Love my ceramic Christmas trees. Do y'all have memories of ceramic Christmas trees? And look, I got a Christmas tree right there. It says Sweet Home Alabama. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. All right. And these are my antiques from my different people. This was my Granny Campbell's bowl. This was my Grandma Parker's. This was my Nanny Swan's. This was my Nanny Swan's. That's from the 1930s. That's her cookbook. Anyway, all this stuff I just enjoy. Anyway, and then I enjoy my trees. All right, y'all, let's go back over here and see what's happening with our throw together pantry meal. Oh, it smells so good in my kitchen. Y'all just don't even know. All right, smelling good. Oh, yeah, and y'all, I always take my kitchen shears if I need to, and I chop up any things that's a little too big. I mean, you don't have to be always chopping. Y'all, this is just right. Now what we're gonna do is add the soup. All right, I got the soup here. I'm about to add it in. The directions say to add a cup of milk with it, so I'm gonna do that. You'll know this is the chowder, so it is gonna have some potatoes in it. Come on, you, get out of there. And it's supposed to be, this is the New England clam chowder. I don't have any canned clams, but you know, I've made it with canned clams before and it's good. You know, just add a little more to embellish it. Okay, here we go on that. We're gonna stir that in there and then we're gonna add a cup of half and half. It says milk, but I thought why not up it? I've got some half and half from that get together that I need to use. So we're gonna up this and get it to boiling shortly. Get it all, not boiling, but get it heated good. Oh, y'all, it looks so beautiful. Can y'all see this? This is going to be a very, very, very comforting lunch. Now, I don't have the oyster crackers that go with them. Y'all know those little cute oyster crackers. But I do have saltines, so I'll serve this with saltines to my sweet hubby in a little while. He's gonna love it. He's gonna love it. All right, now we just gotta bring this back up, and in a minute, right at the end, I'll add the oysters. So you buy the oysters over there where, these are smoked oysters because I like smoked, but if you want it unsmoked, you can get it unsmoked, you know, just regular. These are divine. And this is what they look like when you take them out of the thing, and then you're just gonna pop this open and pull it off. Now I'm adding the oil and all because it has sunflower oil that they're sitting in. So I'm gonna add that because yeah, yum, sunflowers I love. All right, now there's different things you can do for your flavor profile. You can add Parmesan cheese now, or you can just wait till the end and sprinkle it on the top, which is what I'm gonna do. You can also add different kind of seasonings that you want to add, but y'all know that I added that Creole seasoning from Tony's. It's just Tony's Creole seasoning, and y'all, I love it. And I'm also gonna put in some frozen shrimp. Now y'all know I'm up in the north out part of Alabama, north central, up there where the mountains are, so we don't have as much seafood as we do for our neighbors at the beach. You know, they get lots of it. So of course when we go to the beach we eat it up. But anyway, here we do what we can. All right, I've just gotta get this good and hot. Oh, it is good and hot, y'all. It sounds delicious. And now I'm gonna let this sit here for a little while and simmer so all of my veggies can get done, and then we'll add this right at the end, okay? All right, let me get my lid out, put it on and let it roll. See how easy was that? And I can go get some more Christmas things out while this is simmering. So I'll see you shortly. Don't you love my hoodie? I know, it's so comfortable. See, and it's got those pockets. Thanks, y'all guys. I appreciate it. All right, see you shortly. All right, y'all, I'm coming in here and I'm gonna taste of this right quick. Not the vegetables, but I'm gonna taste of the juice and see what I need to do with it. All right, we gotta taste it. It's still simmering. My potatoes and veggies are not quite ready yet. And how do you know if your potatoes are ready? You just poke it with a fork. If it goes in easy, they're ready. If it will not, they're not ready. That's really good. I'm gonna tell you it needs a little water. I'm gonna pull out my Blue Spring water. Y'all know I love Blue Spring living water. And add about a half a cup. I think the best ingredients make the best food, and this water is wonderful making your tea and your coffee. And if you want to find a discount code for both this and y'all, I'll put it down below. And you can get 10% off of the y'all, and you can get 15% off of the water, because I love them and I want them to succeed. And they are good to me, and I love that water. And the y'all tea as well. All right, here we go. I'm gonna taste of this again and see how we've got it. Then we'll just let it go. Now remember, when you're doing something that's a white sauce like this, you need to not turn it up too high because it will scorch easy. So I've got mine on simmer. Let's taste of this and see. That is perfect. Yeah, I did right adding the water. And I'm going to tell you, it was a little salty. So I added half a cup of water. That's all I needed to do. Oh, it is delicious. I can't wait to eat this. Okay, here we go. We'll just put that over there. Let that cook a little bit longer, and we'll be back with you shortly. I'm going to go up to the attic and see about my Christmas stuff. Hey y'all, I'm coming back in here. We're gonna check the doneness of the potatoes that I added. You can tell because mine are larger than theirs. Okay, you can see I stuck a fork in this one. It goes in, but it's a little tough going in. So I'm gonna let it cook just a little bit longer before I add the rest of the things. And if you'll notice, it's on a very low simmer because we don't want anything to scorch. All right, we'll be right back. All right, y'all, I gotta check this. It's rocking and rolling. I've just been up to the attic and got some more stuff out, but I'm gonna show you, I'm turned it down, and this is just right now. And I'll show you what I brought down here in just a minute, but let me add the final ingredients. First of all, we're gonna add some of this frozen shrimp, because we love that. Making it a good seafood chowder. And we're also gonna add, remember those smoked oysters. Here they are. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna walk you through it, just opening it up. Just pop it open like this. And then turn it around the other way and pull it backward. And I have to put this down to do it. Come, move over, Santa. Okay, there we go. And these are just small oysters. I'll show you what they look like. I don't wanna get that on my shirt, okay. There you go. This is what they look like inside, and I adore them. So my husband does too, so this is a good treat for us. So then we're just gonna pour that oil and all in, because the oil is flavored as well. And now what I'm gonna do is just turn it off and put the lid on and let that all warm up. I don't want to overdo it with the heat. I'm just going to put the lid on it and actually turn the heat off, and the residual heat in there from the pan will go ahead and cook it the rest of the way. Now, while we're waiting on that, I'm going to show you some of the things I brought down. I love all of the mystery and allure and excitement of Santa, so I will have some Santas out throughout the house, and my grandchildren love the Santa stuff. This is just one of them. I have a good many. And also, I love things like this, which is something that David's aunt gave me when we first got married. It's a music box. And it's, there we go. I got to go a little bit more, I suppose. Well, it's not music, and I've had this for about 40 years. It'll, all of a sudden, it'll start going, probably when you're gone. But anyway, it's a beautiful ceramic, and it's a porcelain, I think, and it's the little kids looking through the window. So I love things like that, and I'll have these on different side tables. But when I first got married, David's mother gave me some really good advice. And she said, every family needs to have at least one nativity scene in their house at Christmas, because we're celebrating the birth of our Lord and Savior. So I have a good many. I'm sorry, I'm tearing up. Anyway, I have a good many of these, and I put them out at different places, because isn't that what it's really all about? I mean, we have fun with all this, but this is the reason for the season. And I have a good many, and I'll show you some of my Christmas setups as I get them put out. But anyway, that's what I'm doing today. And I'm going to have some really good soup here just in a minute for my hubby. So, even if I don't get out many of my decorations at all, I'm always going to make sure I have out a nativity scene and celebrating the birth of our Savior. All right, let me come back, get these put out, and come back and plate this up so you can see how it is. All right, we're back, and everything is ready to go. And y'all, look at how beautiful this is. I'm going to show this right here. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to put this right up here in a bowl. We got those beautiful shrimp. We got the veggies. We got the oysters. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bite right there. And look, I've got my brown drip soup bowl with my little soup plate. I've got some lemon, and I've got some saltine crackers. And this is going to be a wonderful decadent lunch for my cute hubby who's out working. He'll be in a second. And for me, I'm going to go ahead and dip his up so it can be cooling. No need to burn our tongue, right? No need. Oh, y'all, look at all of the beauty in here and all those vegetables. You're not getting this at a restaurant with this many vegetables and with this many oysters and this much shrimp. But you are if you come to Dana's Kitchen, and you can make it that way in your kitchen too. I'm gonna do just a little taste right quick. I really want one of those oysters, but they're so hot. I'll put me a little over here to cool so you can see me give a good taste of it. Get me some corn and some potatoes and a pepper. I need a bigger spoon, people. Get a little bit of a shrimp. Let me do that. Ooh, baby. All right. Ooh, yeah. It's hot. Let this cool a little bit, because there's no, I don't need a bad burnt tongue. I'm gonna taste some of the side things right here. Even without biting into one of those smoky oysters, you can taste the smoky come through in the broth. It is divine. And the vegetables are crunchy. Just like I like. That shrimp is really good. Oh my goodness, y'all, go make you some. It makes working and putting up the Christmas tree and all that kind of stuff, a good day. It's a good day anyway, but you know what I mean. You don't mind working if you can come in and eat this. Here goes that oyster. Oh, that's so good. Y'all go raid your pantry and your freezer and make you some of this goodness right here. There's no recipe, it's just you making it as you go, like I did. And if you want some lemon, you can put some lemon over it and eat it with your crackers. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. Y'all enjoy and go bake you some. All right. I'm going to tell you what I always tell you. The good Lord loves you and I love you too. And I'm going to go eat with my hubby. Y'all go get a friend or somebody you love and eat with them. Fix them one of these good chowder soups. All right. Love and blessings to you. Bye-bye.